I'm gonna leave that up to her. Because for me, I am stopping.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything more. I mean, I'm done. At this point, it's mercy. Like, grace has already been extended. I want some things to be reciprocated to me.
She doesn't believe we're as cool as we used to be. And yes, that's true. I mean, it's when you come on the show and you have certain expectations, and then things seem to turn on you.
So Shamea Morton just confirmed that she cut Porsha Williams off because she just can't stand the backstabbing from Porsha anymore. And it looks like Porsha has a lot to answer for. People have been telling Shamea to stand up for herself and stop being Porsha's lapdog for years. But Shamea has always been on that I'm a loyal friend timing. Well, it looks like she's finally done with all that because she just revealed that the last straw for her was Porsha backstabbing her and refusing to return the loyalty that she had been showing Porsha throughout their friendship. However, Porsha clapped back hard, calling Shamea a narcissist and manipulator. According to Porsha, Shamea is guilty of the same thing she's accusing Porsha of, so she doesn't get to come here and play victim to get sympathy points from the fans. Shamea and Porsha falling out at this point was definitely not in the bingo cards for this season of RHOA, guys. At the beginning of the season, they were all over the place bragging about how strong their friendship is and how they're each other's ride or die. Now, with 10 episodes in, everything about their friendship is coming apart at the seams. It's actually so bad now that it makes you wonder if they ever really loved each other to begin with, or if their friendship was just convenient for both of them at different times. In a recent interview with Andy Cohen, Shamea opened up about her broken friendship with Porsha, and she was choking back tears the whole time.
Rumors have swirled in the press that you and Porsha are not as close as you used to be. Where do you two stand right now?
I would say we kind of like this.
Parallel.
Like you said,
Yes.
No, but it's what it is. It's exactly how you see it. That is absolutely the reality. We're no longer as close as we used to be, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You could really see how hurt she was by the fact that their friendship is no longer as strong as it used to be. And honestly, you have to have a heart of stone not to feel at least a bit sad at how things turned out. I mean, these two women have known each other for almost all of their lives. They've been through the worst lows and the best highs together. That should count for something, right? Well, during the segment with Andy Cohen, Shamea revealed that their once close bond has watered down to the point where they have almost nothing in common anymore. But she also revealed that a huge reason why they fell out was that Porsha was always letting other women come between them. According to her, there's no reason why Porsha should have allowed Angela or any other woman on or off the show to talk to her about their friendship when she could have easily come to Shamea and they would have hashed things out.
How did you feel about the things that Angela relayed to Porsha? Like you feeling your friendship was, lopsided.
So these were Angela's feelings. Not saying that she was wrong about a lot of it, but when she brought it back to Porsha, it was like she was stirring the pot. Almost like instigating things, and I'm noticing that's what she does a lot.
Okay.
She'll bring things back like, oh, it's lopsided. But these are your words, sis. I never said that to you because I would never confide in you because we aren't like that. I just met you.
Well, I was going to ask, why did you open up to Angela about this stuff?
And this is what's happened a lot. The ladies will come and be like, hey, I heard she didn't come to your wedding. And I'm like, that's true. I mean, that must have hurt you. And I'm like, absolutely. It was a very hurtful thing, but we moved past it. Yeah,
right.
But it seems like you're always there for her and speaking up for her, but she doesn't do the same for you. And
you feel like the ladies got in the middle of your friendship?
But they would never have been allowed to do that if it was just me. You
Okay.
know, the fact that she opened up and allowed our friendship to be open for discussion, it behooves me. I don't understand it.
Shamea was talking about when Porsha got mad at her because of some things that Angela brought to her about their friendship. According to Shamea, Angela was clearly stirring the pot, and Porsha shouldn't have entertained that at all. But see, the issues between Shamea and Porsha are way deeper than that. There have been a lot of whispers about how their friendship is one-sided, how Shamea is Porsha's lapdog, and how Shamea needs to stand up for herself. But according to Shamea, she doesn't regret anything she has done for Porsha because that's just who she is. She is a loyal friend, sometimes loyal to a fault, and if that makes her look like a lapdog, then so be it. She opened up about all this during an interview with Angela Yee in March, around when the new season premiered.
I can only focus on me. I try to be the best friend that I can be to my friends and hope that it's reciprocated. And when it's not, there's only so much I can do about that. I just want to continue to show up and be the person that I know how to be, how my parents raised me.
After the interview aired, a lot of people felt sorry for Shamea because it was like she was putting her neck on the line for the friendship, and Porsha just didn't care at all. People started dragging Porsha, calling her out for not putting the same effort into her friendship that she put into her friendships with other women who aren't even as close. Like, how do you have that much energy for people you just met, and you can't do the same for your childhood friend? Fans have also noticed that every time Porsha talks about her friendship with Shamea, she acts nonchalant. Fans really saw this play out in a recent interview. In the beginning, she talks about her friendship with Drew and accuses Drew of starting a fake storyline between her and Dennis. Porsha had previously discussed this storyline on her YouTube channel, but fans didn't really believe her because it sounded like she was the one faking a storyline to get attention. I mean, after all the bad press she got with the whole Simon Gubardia thing and the fact that Simon has sent her multiple cease and desist letters to stop her from talking about him, she's probably desperate for some drama that paints her in a good light. Anyway, after talking about Drew, Porsha later talks about Shamea, and you can sense how her body language and tone change. All of a sudden, she's acting like Shamea isn't her close friend, and they're just work friends who have to tolerate each other.
Okay, my thing is this, and I'm just gonna say this here. You and Shamea still friends.
I mean, the show is the show.
No, I know the show, but we still.
Well, you have to get through it. We still gotta see. We still gotta watch it. We still gotta go to reunions. Like things that knowing what they saying. The cameras Well, I know what.
Yeah, bitch.
Hold on. Can you mute the live?
This is wild, because in every interview where Shamea addresses her friendship with Porsha, she's always talking about how hurt she is that things went downhill between them. You can tell that this is someone who takes this friendship seriously.
Just the awkward space that my friendship is in with Porsha.
Yeah.
I would undo that. That would, like, that's my real friend. You know what I mean? And reality is real, right? Reality, you can't spell reality without spelling real. So the place that we're in right now it's hurtful. You know what I mean? It would be bad to say.
Why did y'all let it get to this point, though? How do you let it get to this point when you're such good friends?
You know, in relationships, there's you and then there's them, right? And then there's like your perspective and mine. Right. I haven't been able to even have a conversation to understand how it got to this point. Everything that I've done has been centered in love and has led with love. And I've never been one to allow anybody to talk down on my friendship or like my people. And that's just my thing. Now, what's happening on the other side, I have no idea. But there's no way that you, Brett, could come to me and say, Porsha said this or Porsha did this. I'm going to look at you like, girl, please. Stop.
Now, there have been a lot of conspiracies about why Shamea and Porsha's relationship turned sour, but the major one that people seem to be running with is that Porsha is jealous of Shamea. Shamea is married to a wealthy man who appears to worship the ground she walks on. Oh, did I mention that he is wealthy? This man has Shamea living in a mansion with 2 elevators. She has closets full of the most luxurious items you can think of, and she has kids who adore her. Not saying this is all it takes for someone to have a good life, but when you add that to the fact that Shamea herself has a thriving career in the entertainment and fashion industry, it pretty much looks like she has it all. Now Porsha, on the other hand, where do we even start? Porsha is doing well for herself and her career looks like it's thriving, but she just hasn't been that lucky when it comes to love. And we all know the one thing Porsha wants more than anything else in this world is to find her a man to love and give her the queen treatment she so desperately wants. You'll know how it gets when people get to talking, and I'm pretty sure Porsha sees all the comments comparing her to Shamea, and it makes her sick to her stomach. It wouldn't be a reach to imagine that there's a lot of resentment there because of that. There have also been whispers about how Porsha didn't want Shamea on RHOA to begin with, much less become a peach-holding member. Shamea had been making cameos in the previous seasons, but she finally became a housewife in season 16 of the show. A lot of fans feel like it doesn't make sense that a friendship of multiple decades suddenly crumbles within a few months of Shamea being on Aracho full-time. You can't say it's because Shamea doesn't fit into the show, because she does. So, a lot of people feel like Porsha is just jealous of Shamea's success, both in her personal and professional life. It's like she wants to have Shamea's life, but she knows she'll never get it, which makes her resentful towards her bestie. The worst part is that Porsha doesn't even try to hide it. She's always throwing shade at Shamea and refusing to show up for her when it matters. Remember how Porsha showed up super late to Shamea's birthday party? She even tried to steal the spotlight from Shamea when Shamea was checking out the birthday gift she received from her husband, a $430,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Shamea felt away after that party, and she later revealed that she expected Porsha to let her enjoy her moment without making it weird. When Porsha was later asked about it, she just said something about traffic without taking any responsibility for her actions. But this shouldn't be surprising coming from Porsha because she likes doing shady stuff like this. Back in 2017, Porsha missed Shamea's wedding in Kenya, which left Shamea feeling very hurt. At the time, Porsha claimed she couldn't attend the wedding due to health reasons, but it would later turn out that the real reason why Porsha skipped the wedding was that she had beef with Shamea that hadn't been settled.
I did not go to Shamea's wedding in Kenya because a couple months or a month or two prior to her actual wedding, we were not speaking.
It seems like a wild thing to do because how serious could the beef be for you to decide you're not going to be there on a day that's that important to your friend? What's even funnier is that Shamea kept making excuses for Porsha. She was always willing to let things go and move past old beef so their friendship could get stronger. But I guess it really does get to a point. According to Shamea, she's putting a stop to anything that has to do with Porsha. She's tired of the lies, the deceit, the backstabbing, and the drama. She said the only way her relationship with Porsha will ever come back from the trenches is if Porsha takes responsibility for her actions and returns the loyalty she has always shown her.
I hope that the friendship, I hope this is a bump and not a stop.
I'm gonna leave that up to her, because for me, I am stopping.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything more. I'm done. At this point, it's mercy. Like, grace has already been extended. I want some things to be reciprocated to me.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I want some of that same loyalty, because I didn't know that we were beefing even. I didn't know that she didn't come to my wedding because we were apparently beefing. So if we were beefing, then why would you come to the one in Atlanta and not the one in Kenya? It's just a lot of confusion, and I hate it.
Okay. I do too.
But here's the twist. Porsha might not be the only one to blame in all this drama. A lot of people seem to forget that Porsha isn't the only one who has dropped the ball in the friendship multiple times. She and Shamea have done things to each other that friends shouldn't do, which didn't end their friendship. According to an insider, Porsha feels Shamea is blaming her for things she is also guilty of.
Any comment on Candy saying you don't like Shamea? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if Candy said I didn't like Shamea. I think what Candy said was she doesn't believe we're as cool as we used to be. And yes, that's true. I mean, you know, it's when you come on the show and you have certain expectations, and then things seem to turn on you without you knowing, that can change any relationship. So, but I don't think Candy said anything like that. Y'all don't be trying to stir stuff up now, because you know how y'all do. Y'all like free tea. Y'all gotta watch the show. So why didn't I post Shamea's song? Dang, y'all, good grief. Well, she didn't send it to me to post. I guess Shamea sent it to everybody, but she didn't send it to me, so I didn't have it to post. Drew, you know what, Drew? I don't know. Y'all know Drew. I think Drew, a lot of y'all didn't want Drew back on the show. So I think coming into this season, she had her ready-made storyline with Baby Daddy, and they knew I would react because Who wouldn't? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Shamea was going on and on about how Porsha let Angela tell her how to handle their relationship. But what she conveniently leaves out is that she was the one who first went to Angela with her and Porsha's business. The only reason why she has an issue with it now is that things got out of hand. And this isn't the first time Shamea has done this, so acting all self-righteous now is insane. But what do guys think about this drama? Are you Team Porsha or Team Shamea? Sound off in the comments below and check out this next juicy video.